How's it going, everyone? Unretired here. Today I wanted to show you my Warder Lightning Retaliation build. Alright, so I will just show you the gear that I have. Stats wise, it's still the same stats as my Warder build that I have posted previously. So I put most of my stats into physique, some into cunning, and some into spirit. I would have to say it's like 3-to-1 ratio. That's how I pretty much leveled when I had my Warder. Now for Lightning Retaliation build, it's more of a for fun build, and I just wanted to show you guys how fun it is to see mobs just pop away from you as soon as they physically touch you. So mind you, a Retaliation build means that once the mob physically touches you, it will do that retaliation damage from min to max, depending what the kind of retaliation damage you have. For spell damage towards you, it only does a very small portion. It sucks. There should be like a spell retaliation portion into one of those build skills, into a skill, into, let's say, shaman, soldier, into whatever class. There should be that kind of thing. It would be pretty nice. Retaliation builds would be much more varied, in my opinion. So for faction, you absolutely need Kaimon's Chosen. Why do you need Kaimon's Chosen? Well, you will have 3 pieces of gear that I believe you need, unless they're a drop gear that I actually really haven't seen yet. So you'll need the sword, which is Chosen Blade, which does quite a bit of lightning damage. You can omit the lightning damage if you'd like, but I like this. Attack speed, offensive ability, converts physical damage to lightning. I put Ember, which is more lightning damage, electrocute damage, and it does an additional 10% physical damage converted to lightning damage. So I like this blade. It's quite fast. And you'll need a shield, Harvest Guard. It's all right. I took it mainly for the 10% chance of 615 piercing retaliation. It has good physique, good offensive ability, physical damage as well, which you do need to convert to your lightning damage if that's what you want. That's what I want anyways. And I put the Mark of Myrmidon on that to get Blade Barrier, which is reflects damage, 16% damage. No, that's 16% damage. That's what the mark gives you. It actually does a 512 piercing retaliation and 30% pierce resistance, and does 30% pierce damage. Only lasts 8 seconds, but I like it. It's pretty good. It's very short cooldown, especially for 8 seconds. It's down, just continue going on. It's up, put it on against a lot of mobs. Pretty easy. I got Chosen Chest Guard, mostly for the retaliation, 14% total retaliation. Now try to put spine carapace components onto your pieces of gear. You can put a lot of them if you want, but I only put 2 pieces, so it gives me a total of 10% retaliation damage, 10% plus 10%, sorry. And depending on your completion bonuses, this one's plus 5% fire damage, which I don't do, but that's all I had. And this one here, which gives me 105 energy, which is alright, in my opinion, but it could be something better, right? The best here is what you'll need is for this right here. Storm Powder. You buy 3 of those, 2 to put on your rings and 1 on your amulet. The electrocute damage, and the retaliation is there. It is amazing. 1 to 7 lightning retaliation, and that's on all 3 of them. So that's a 3 to 300 plus lightning retaliation damage, and plus 30% total retaliation damage when you have all 3 of them. Great. You really need to have that. In my opinion, it's super good. For gear, you do need Fortress. Well, you do need Fortress if you're going lightning retaliation, and this is what I got. It is 17 to 147 lightning retaliation, which is pretty darn good. The physique, health percentage, amazing. And the rest is just, set gear, to be honest with you. For skills, my soldier skills haven't changed. I didn't go further, still to 25 points, and I reduced lots of points so I can go to 25 points here into Shaman. Now, reason being is that I wanted to put 1 point into Mogdra against Pact, 10 into Oakskin, and I have 2 rings, Life Blooms, gives me +1 each. So I now have 90% armor, 27% pierce resistance, and 116% total retaliation damage. Love it. Alright, now you have the choice of either putting 16 points into Savagery, which is more lightning based on attacks, or you can put Cadence. Cadence is pretty the norm for Soldier. 1, 2, 3, go, boom, the mob is dead. However, since we're converting a lot of our physical damage into lightning, I preferred Savagery. You can go the course of Cadence. It is really up to you, but that's what I'm doing. I had 6 points left when I did everything in Soldier, so I just put them into Wind Devil just to have a bit more little damage and just to see something running around with you. Max points I put into Fighting Spirit. Really good total damage, crit damage, offensive ability. I put max into Minier's Will. I don't have to worry if I'm gonna die if this hasn't procced yet. As soon as I'm below 30%, bam, I get 65% health restored and 292 health regen per second, which is pretty good. If you're going tankish hybrid, you absolutely need military conditioning. 1, because it gives you 21% physique, and 2, because it gives you plus 32% health at 13 points because I have +1 point. I put max into Decorated Soldier, a must for me because, like I mentioned, a lot of your physical damage will be converted to lightning damage because it is a lightning damage based build and retaliation build, and it does give you 21% elemental resistance and 21% slow resistance, which is pretty good, especially for Act 3 because there's a lot of mobs that do that. And lastly but not least, I put max into Field Command. Self-explanatory, increases armor by 25%, gives you plus 90 defensive ability, plus 90 offensive ability. Alright, so I do have quite a bit here on my toolbar. I have my Wind Devils, I have my Blitz that I put 1 point in, that I just forgot to tell you I only put 1 point. I have with my granted items Abolish Evil, my Blade Barrier, my Empowered Lightning, and my Living Fortress, which is really good. Now let's go beat some mobs so I can show you guys how it is. So this is just as normal because I just want to show you. You don't even need to worry about. You don't even need to worry about if you're getting hit. You're just gonna boom. There you go. You just need to go for mobs that do what's it called? Spell damage. Don't worry about those that do physical damage. They're just gonna pop off you real quick, just like this guy right there. And you can put Blade Barrier like that, and they're just dying. Obviously help yourself by actually hitting them, but yeah, it's so easy. We're just gonna play a bit more here to show you a bit more of how OP this build is. If you don't have really good gear, I don't suggest going to Veteran because, you know, it's good and normal, but for Veteran, it's much harder, obviously, because mobs are much harder. See the retaliation on that? Yeah, you die. There you go. Yeah, so if you do have really good gear, then please do play Veteran. If you don't, just play like normal, or you can go play multiplayer. This build is pretty good for multiplayer as well. Man, I love this build. It's so fun seeing all the mobs just bounce off you. But if they hit you, I love it. Alright, now let's look at what range does. So this guy's gonna hit me. He's gonna die, obviously. I just want to see what happens when this guy hits me with the magic. See how there's just a little bit of damage that comes up? It's worthless. So that's why you need to go towards your spellcasters before anything else. It just makes no sense to try to beat these melee ones if there's no if there's spellcasters. You just go with the spellcasters. And as you can see, I'm still doing quite a bit of lightning damage on my own, so that's pretty good. So that's the build, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, it's just a for fun build. Let's see if this guy actually does damage to me. See, range attacks and magic attacks do hardly anything for retaliation. They'll do a little bit, but it's mostly melee physical that will bounce off like crazy. I'll just show you here how much my retaliation is. Okay, perfect. So let's go here on our character tab. We'll go on character 3, and you're able to see the retaliation. Now my modifier is at 175, and at Pierce I'm at 976, and for lightning I am at between 66 to 2841 of retaliation. That is crazy. Even if it's a boss and he's physical, it's just gonna bounce off like crazy, and especially if he attacks very quickly, he's just gonna die and you're just gonna laugh your ass off. So this is Unretired, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to push that subscribe button and to see more Grim Dawn videos. And on that point, I will see you in the next video.